No way. These are the Native Fitzsimmons Venture, and they're pretty sweet. The outside is made out of EVA, and the bottom is actually Vibram, which is pretty sweet. And I think they're like fairly comfortable and actually like more sturdy than you would expect. They are waterproof, but to an extent, because you could step up to a puddle about here, and then it's there's nothing in it because I took the inside out, and the inside is neoprene, so you're not going to get much protection with water if water gets into the top. I was a little skeptical when I first saw these. Oh, toddler stickers. But I think they actually make great shoes. They are some of the most comfortable shoes I've actually been wearing over the last year or so, and especially comfortable winter boots have been really nice to walk around in puddles or anything like that. For the warmth, they're actually surprisingly warm. I mean, you have this neoprene inside sleeve, and I noticed that when I was outside in the snow, walking around in puddles and snowbanks and whatever, my feet actually stayed pretty warm. For the fit, I have a size 10. They like look bigger than size 10 boots, but I think they actually work very well for my size. There's maybe a little bit of room in them. You can obviously tighten them as much as you want, but I think the bigger width that these have, I think is really good for extra thick socks, and generally having them in wet weather wearing wool socks, or cold weather having like wool socks, but also thicker socks than you might normally wear in the summer. For the look, they're actually pretty unique. I've had a few people ask me what they are, and I've really never had that with any other shoes that I've worn out before. And something that I didn't actually think that I would like doing is actually pulling out the neoprene like insert and actually wearing them as booties like inside. Like that's like kind of a cool idea. You know, you want to take your shoes off before you go inside, but you can actually take these with you, and they are actually very comfortable. So they do have obviously like inserts because they are shoes, like this is what touches your feet. So if you do have custom like inserts or insoles, you can bring those with you and wear them on the inside. So you don't have to have like dedicated house shoes. You can actually wear these, and these are actually very comfortable. And then lastly, for the actual wear, I think I've been wearing these for probably 3 or 4 months in wet weather, but also really kind of all the time because they're easy to slip on. The wear pattern on the bottom hasn't really seen too much wear. Like ultimately, these are pretty durable. But if you want to see like a long-term use, make sure to leave a comment below and let me know if you want to see a year update or a 2-year update or whatever. And I'll make sure to try to post an update for that. If you've gotten this far, thanks for watching. Let me know if you want to see any other shoe reviews, and I'll make sure to try to get my hands on them and do my review. Also, thanks to Nader for sending these over. They did send them over for review, but they don't know I'm making this. This isn't sponsored. This is really my genuine opinion because I've been wearing them for a few months and I've actually really enjoyed them.